Good morning, welcome back to another Fishing with Steve product review, and on this one I'm going to be reviewing a power bank, the AllPowers S300 Plus, along with the SF100 solar panel. And I thought, why not do it out on the bank where I'm going to be using this stuff, a weekend of camping. I want to find out if this little unit can power my fishing, camping and filming for the entire weekend. Let's get into the review. Oh, beautiful. Alright, as I said, this has been sent to me. It's the AllPowers S300 power bank, and got to do a quick unboxing and get into it and then see what you get in the pack. I'm going to concentrate on the power pack first, and then we'll have a look and move over onto the solar panel. Yeah, it's fairly well packaged anyway. Put that down there so I don't cut myself. So yeah, instructions, we won't be using them. Nice branded AllPowers bag with your AC power cable. The box itself is fairly well packaged. Plenty of foam around the actual unit itself. And I've seen on other reviews that the handle on this is a little bit stiff, but still works and we'll be able to pull out all right. There we go. And that's the unit. Let's put the box off to the side. So yeah, that is a nifty little unit. It's very, very tidy. It's actually a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, first impressions. It's a nice little unit. Alright, I'm going to run through the specs on this, tell you what's on it, what's on it and around it, what it can do, and yeah, we'll get it to use over the next 2 days with our camping and fishing. So let's talk a bit about the unit itself. It's a 288 watt hour unit. That's the capacity. Has a 300 watt AC inverter in it with a 600 watt surge. So it will power your AC stuff 240 volt. We've also got 3 DC outputs, 2 USB A's at 18 watts and a USB-C at 100 watts. That's going to be vital for me for charging the drones. It's got a nice little LED display as well. And then we got our buttons on the front. So there's a power button, it powers it on. There's power there. And then there's buttons for switching on the DC and another button for switching on the AC power. So front panel, you got your AC adapter. Now I've been sent one that has a European plug on it rather than a UK or an Ireland 3-pin. So what I've had to do is buy a little adapter. Just picked it up off Amazon. It was about €4, but so that's a little 2-pin to 3-pin adapter for the European. So they sent me the European plug on this one, but it's still 240 volt, and you just have to get the adapter. But they do a version that has a 3-pin UK and Ireland version, but AllPowers have just sent me this one. So on the top, you've also got a wireless charger. I think, as far as I know, it's a 15 watt charger on top. Around the back, you got a little LED light with numerous little settings on it. On the left hand side, you've also got a cigarette lighter type 10 watt DC 12 volt output there, and you've got your XT60 solar panel input for charging with the solar panel. On the other side then, you've got your AC input for charging. It's just a standard kettle lead, which is I like very much. I know they had on version 1, they had a little DC port, kind of little circular port thing for charging, but this is just a standard, like a kettle lead there. Very neat, very tidy box. From what I've been told online, and it's not wrong, that the handle is a little bit stiff to get up, but once it's up, it's grand. The weight on it is 3.4 kilos. And you can probably hear there is a fan on it that runs, but it's not that loud. So another feature on this that adds to the tech of it is that it has a app as well. So the AllPowers app, you can download it from the App Store, whether it be the Play Store or Apple Store, and you just hold your finger for 3 seconds on the DC button, and that turns the Bluetooth on, and a Bluetooth signal from the device hook up to your phone, and you can control everything and see what the inputs and the outputs are on the phone as well as on the front of the unit. So yeah, it's a nice little unit. Again, 288 watt hours, and then the charging input I know on this from an AC adapter is 200 watts, which means it'll go from 0 to fully charged in about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half, something like that. Let's get it set up in the bivvy, and I'll do the unboxing on the solar panel. So, as part of the package that came from AllPowers with the power unit itself, was this solar panel. It's the 100 watt flexible solar panel. So all of this stuff is very, very well packaged. Okay, let's slide this down here now. See what you get. Oh, I see a bag here. Okay. Oh, you got Velcro straps with it as well. So you got a little bag with the, what I'm assuming is the connectors, XT60 connector to, I think they're called an M4 connector to go through, I'm assuming, onto the solar panel. These are fairly universal. Oh, slide the panel out itself. Oh, it's very well packaged. Okay. So there's our connections. And there's our solar panel. Oh wow, it's very, very thick. Okay, it said it was a flexible one, but I wasn't expecting it to be. Oh, it feels very, very premium product. And it is flexible. So this is the AllPowers SF100 solar panel. It's a 100 watt solar panel, and will not only work with this unit, but will work with all AllPowers solar panels, and I think fairly universal with all power packs and stuff like that. So it's 100 centimeters by 58 centimeters solar panel, and flexible, and thickness is it's probably about 3 mil thick, but fairly high grade plastic. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to fit this to the back of the bivvy and bring the cable in through the back and straight into the power unit, and then see what I'm getting. It's a nice sunny day here in Wexford. I have the back of the bivvy south facing, so it'll probably be the best we're going to get here in Ireland for what sort of solar power we're going to be able to pick up on this. You can probably see we've got the back of the bivvy here, our tent. This is actually an opening that I can open up and run the cable in through. Let me see what way I can do this. The cables go through on this side, and that's the table that I'm going to put the actual unit on. That's going to be back in here. So, okay, let's see what way these wires connect first, what sort of length of wire we have. Cable. Okay, it says okay. Oh, it's a fairly long cable, probably about a meter 20 cable, which is pretty good. And then we got some more on here as well. Just open these out. Okay. Oh, nice simple connection point. Okay, yeah, I got plenty of cable on this. I can run it probably a number of different ways. could probably even just leave it standing there against the bivvy, but no, I want to attach it up here. As you can see, I'm south facing here at the minute. It's getting a lot of sunlight on here. But yeah, what way can we attach it for? Maybe attach it this way. Maybe attach it here and here, across the two thing points. Or maybe out here. Let's go, maybe this way. Yeah. I'm going to attach it across here. Okay. So it's fully attached to the bivvy and getting the full sunlight. Cables running inside. I can tidy them up a little bit. But yeah, let's pop inside and see what sort of wattage we're getting from the solar panel. So just inside the bivvy here now, as you can see, there's my cables coming in from the outside with my XC60 port, and then we've got our little unit that's going to fit nicely on this table. That is nice and neat. Happy with that. Okay, and let's see where our input is here. This is on this side. Okay, let's push this down here. Okay, let's take this out for a second. Input for the solar panel is we're getting 22 watts. Now we are in the northern hemisphere. I'm in Ireland. We're not exactly known for our sunshine, but today is not a bad day. It's fairly sunny. 23 watts now. We're getting 22, 23 watts. As I said, the back of the bivvy is south facing at the minute into the sunshine, probably at about 22 degrees at the moment. 22, 23 watts, and you can see on the dial there, an hour and 4 minutes maybe to fully charged, 91%. So what I've done is I've moved the solar panel from the back, where it was on the back, to the top of the bivvy here, and I've strapped it in here, and I've strapped it in here, and strapped it on the back end bar. As I said, now this thing is not too heavy at all. It's fine just even resting on the bivvy, but I just want to have it toggle down. Cables are running back down still on the inside. There's plenty of cable on that to get you inside the bivvy, which is great. Let's see if that made a difference, just moving it from the back here up on top and having it sitting on the top, as you probably would on the likes of a camper or something like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, so straight away that made a massive difference. Just that moving from the back of the bivvy up onto the roof of the bivvy has moved it now to 43 watts, which is saying that it's going to be fully charged from 93% to 100% in 26 minutes. 43 watts in Ireland, that's not too bad considering we're northern hemisphere. And but it is a nice bright sunny day today. Okay, let's get some stuff plugged into this and see what's like charging on the outputs. On the unit now, 5 things charging out of a possible 6. That thing, I've got my DJI drone batteries, which as you can see is charging away here. Very impressed with that because that's a 60 watt draw for those batteries. Right here then I have in the AC adapter, I have my bait boat battery that can only be charged by AC, so I'm happy with that. And then I've got 2 GoPro batteries that are being charged, as well as my bivvy light that I'm going to need for later on. So bivvy light and the GoPro batteries are in the USB-A 18 watt side. The bait boat battery is in the AC inverter. I've got the drone battery charging off the 100 watt. So this will charge at 60 watt actually, this output for this draw, but they're charging through the USB-C. And then I've got my phone charging on top on the wireless adapter, so that's also charging at the top there as well. So 5 of the 6 things of that. I just don't have anything for the cigarette lighter, kind of the DC output on the side. But yeah, that's impressive. It's drawing 83 watts and I'm getting 43 watts input from the solar panel. So half of my energy that I'm using here, with 60 watts of which is are the drone batteries, I'm getting free from the sun. First 48 hours with the unit, and it held up really well. I kept it charged the whole time, or kept it charging the whole time with the solar panel. A bit of cloud cover this morning, the sunshine dropped off a bit, but yeah, really impressed with this unit, and in combo with the solar panel. Once I wasn't charging the drone, and it dropped down the wattage of what I was drawing out, so the likes of my phone, the GoPro batteries, the 360 camera batteries, as long as I was always charging that sort of stuff, I was getting free power, because the solar panel was giving me enough wattage to be able to charge them. So it was kind of a charging through power. So for the weekend, I barely used any battery at all, any drain on it. So I can't give you a drain down time on it, because as I said, I kept it plugged into the solar panel the whole time, and it's probably been, up until yesterday, one of the sunniest weekends we've had here in Ireland this year. But yeah, really impressed with the unit itself. Light on the back, I'm not too sure about. It's a bit, the way I'm using it, it's a bit I don't know if it's a bit gimmicky or not like that, but I didn't really use the light on the back at all this weekend. But everything else has been perfect. The app is great. Yeah, as I said, it's a really good unit. So if you want to, something like this for a 48-hour session when you're fishing, or even going for maybe a week in France or something like that, this will do you. Charging your batteries, charging your things. It's 300 watt AC on this as well, so you'll probably be able to use a laptop if you want to do some editing on the bank. I don't do that. I do the all-day editing at home. But yeah, if you wanted to do something like that, this will power a kind of a low-powered laptop or something like that. But yeah, really impressed with it. So at the minute, AllPowers are doing a deal on the solar generator kit. It was $399, it's down now to $299. I'll leave the link to that kit. So that's the unit, the power bank unit, and the solar panel that's up on top of the bivvy. Two of them in a kit together was $399, has now dropped down to $299, and you can get a further 10% off that by using the code Fishing with Steve on checkout. So I'll leave all the details below in the description. But yeah, if you need a power bank for your fishing or camping, go for this one. Get the solar power, get free power. Guys, as always, thanks for watching this product review, and if you enjoyed it, do press the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell to get the notifications when I do my next upload. And until then, if you're out in the bank, tight lines.